over 100,000 metric tons of the caffeine are consumed every year. That is equivalent to the weight of 14 Eiffel Towers. Most of the caffeines are consumed in coffee and tea, but some are ingested in some sodas, chocolate, caffeine pills, and even beverage labeled decaf. So it can make us feel happy, alert, and energetic even if we haven't had enough sleep. But it can make us feel anxious, and it can raise our blood pressure too. It is world's most widely used drug. But how does it keep us awake? Caffeines are evolved in plants. In high doses, like you found in leaf and cyst, they're toxic to insects. But in lower doses, like you found in nectar, it actually helps them to remember and reveal the flower. In human body, that is stimulant for central nervous system. It keeps us awake by blocking one of the sleep-inducing molecules called adenosine. Your body needs constant supply of energy. You can get some energy to breaking down molecule called ATP. When ATP breaking down, it liberates adenosine. And neurons in your brain have receptors that perfectly tailored to this molecule. When adenosine docking to this receptor, there are biochemical reaction that make neurons to work more sluggishly. In other roles, you get sleepy. Caffeines are adenosine receptor antagonists. It stops this process by blocking adenosine receptor. Caffeine and adenosine have similar molecular structure, so caffeine can wedge into adenosine receptor, but not close enough to activate them. Adenosine inhibits the neuron and caffeine inhibits the inhibitor, so it stimulates you. And it can boost positive feeling too. Adenosine receptors are linked to another molecular receptor called dopamine. One of the dopamine's job is to make us feeling of pleasure. When adenosine docks into this pair receptor, it is hard for dopamine to fit in its own spot. But when caffeine docks into this receptor, it doesn't have same effect, so dopamine can slide in. When caffeine docks into adenosine receptor, it has long-term benefit. So it can reducing the risk of some type of cancers like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. And caffeine can improve body ability to burn fat. So some sports organizations think caffeine can give unfair advantage for players. So from 1972 to 2004, Olympic athletes need to be stay below in certain caffeine concentration to compete. Of course, not all of the caffeine effects on your body. It can make us happy, alert, but it can raise our heart rate and blood pressure. So it can cause urination, diarrhea, insomnia, and anxiety. Plus, you need to think about caffeine effects on your body. And your brain can adapt to regular caffeine consumption. So when adenosine receptor perpetually clogged, then your body will manufacture extra ones. So even with caffeine around, adenosine can still do its job, that's signaling the brain to power down. So that's why you need to consume more and more caffeine to feel us alert. And there are more and more adenosine receptors to block. But if you suddenly quit caffeine, then you can feel unpleasant withdrawal. Because there are plenty of adenosine receptors with no competition, then adenosine can work over time. So it can cause some symptoms like headaches, tiredness, and depressed mood. But in a few days, the extra adenosine receptor will disappear. So you can feel just as alert as ever without caffeine. Thank you for listening.